Let's look at the cover of our next book, City Shapes by Diana Murray. It is illustrated by Brian Collier. What do you notice on the cover? On the front cover of this book, I see a lot of different shapes. I see circles, a star, a rectangle, a triangle, a square, and I want to see how many that you can find. The illustrator notes that City Shapes is a wondrous journey of discovery through the eyes of our young tour guide, as she shows off as much of their world as she can in the span of a full day. This little girl, who happens to be the illustrator's 4-year-old daughter, leads us through her neighborhood, and she urges us to notice what we hadn't spotted before, some shapes that we will recognize right away, and some that require a little closer look. Meanwhile, a bird flies above, reminding us that there's always another perspective to consider. The art for this book was done in watercolor and collage. Collage works so well with this story because it illuminates all the smaller elements and shapes to form the whole picture. When I read this text for the first time, I was immediately inspired. In the kaleidoscope of colors and shapes, I hope you can almost hear and taste the sounds and smells of this vibrant and colorful city day. Let's get started. City Shapes by Diana Murray, illustrated by Brian Collier. A pigeon takes flight through the bright cityscape, exploring the scenery, shape after shape. The city is bursting with shapes of each kind, and if you look closely, who knows what you'll find. A truck rumbling by to deliver the mail, a silvery cart with hot pretzels for sale, and stacks of brown packages hauled up the stairs. Some shapes in the city are on-the-go squares, a skyscraper covered in shimmering glass, a long metal bench near a patch of grass, and a table with glittery scarves and gold bangles. What do you notice about the words in this book so far? Yes, they are rhyming words. So the two words that rhyme within this page are glass and grass. See if you can find more words that rhyme within this book. Some shapes in the city are dazzling rectangles. How many rectangles can you find? The seaport with all of its flowing white sails, and there, in the market, the pointy fish tails, and colorful flags on a banner that dangles. Some shapes in the city are gleaming triangles. The sunglasses worn by a cop on his beat, the wheels of the taxis that zip down the street, and a manhole that leads to the pipes underground. Some shapes in the city are circles so round. At sunset the city is softly aglow, as chit-chatting crowds hustle-bustle below. When off in the distance a melody hums, it's hard to not follow the sound of the drums. There are 2 sets of rhyming words on this page. Can you identify the 2 sets of rhyming words? Aglow and below rhyme, and hums and drums rhyme. The stage in the park where the instruments sing. Some shapes in the city are ovals that swing. The sun fades away into the hazy blue dark, and soon there's a twinkle, a glimmer, a spark. Scattered up high above the buildings and cars, some shapes in the city are faraway stars. The pigeon flies back through the night cityscape as city lights sparkle, shape after shape. But her heart starts to ache for the shape she loves best. The shape that is home. Her warm circle nest, where the whirring and beeping of cars rushing by helps her fall fast asleep like a sweet lullaby. I hope you all enjoyed the book City Shapes. Now it's your turn to take a little closer look about everything around you. Notice the shapes wherever you go. Draw a picture of your favorite area and then tell me about the shapes that you see in your picture. I cannot wait to see your drawings and read your stories on Google Classroom.